WEIU Sports presents Eastern Illinois Panther football.
From O'Brien Field on the campus of Eastern Illinois University in Charleston, welcome to the 102nd renewal of a Central Illinois rivalry. The Eastern Illinois Panthers set to host the Redbirds of Illinois State. I'm Mike Brad, along with Jack Ashmore, set to call the game from Charleston tonight. Eastern Illinois comes in with a record of 1-0, ranked number 9 in the nation. They were an offensive juggernaut a year ago under Coach Dino Babers, Jack, and they have certainly picked up where they left off this year.
They really have. Against very good early competition, the offense hasn't missed a beat. They're averaging 40 points a game. Quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo has passed for 800 yards in 2 games with 7 touchdowns. Eric Laura has had double figures and catches in both games. And Keandro Gober and Charleston's Adam Drake have emerged as key receivers. On the ground, Taylor Duncan is averaging 96 yards rushing per game. So everything is looking good from an offensive standpoint.
Illinois State, very good last year, 9-4, made it to the final 8 of the FCS playoffs. A lot of their big name guys are gone from last year, Jack, and they've got a new player at quarterback.
They do, and he is a 3-star recruit coming out of Garland, Texas. His name is Jared Barnett. He started his collegiate career at Iowa State, and as a freshman there, he started 6 games and led the team to wins over number 2 ranked Oklahoma State and number 19 ranked Texas. He didn't play as much last year, starting only 3 times, and then he transferred to ISU, and he got off to a good start last week, or 2 weeks ago. Very efficient against Ball State, completing 20 of 29.
Separated by only about 100 miles, these two schools have been playing each other over 100 years, and this very much is a rivalry.
Yeah, this has been a great rivalry seemingly forever. As you said, the 102nd meeting between these schools. Of course, now there's a tangible symbol that goes to the winner, the Mid-American Classic Traveling Trophy. Each team has won it once since that was initiated, with Illinois State having the trophy over the last year.
Last year they played a double overtime game in Normal. Illinois State won it 54-51. It was the highest scoring game in Eastern Illinois history. We could see another close one tonight here in Charleston. We'll be back with the opening kickoff of tonight's game between Eastern and Illinois State following a 1-minute break on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by
Sarah Bush Lincoln Health System, providing care for all and creating healthy communities, offering general and specialty medicine and a complement of diagnostic and rehabilitative services. Sarah Bush Lincoln, trusted, compassionate care.
additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Here's Garoppolo out of the gun, looking to throw to the right. Fakes the short pass, now throws it deep up the sideline. Laura's out there, got it to the 20, 10, to the 5, dives. Is he over? Touchdown, Eastern Illinois.
Eastern Illinois Panther football is on WEIU. EIU welcomes OVC rival Southeast Missouri State to O'Brien Field as the Panthers look to defend their conference crown. It's the Panthers and Redhawks, October 19th at 1:30. WEIU is your home for Panther football.
Beautiful night for football in Charleston, 71 degrees under clear skies. It's the 102nd meeting between Eastern and Illinois State. Redbirds have a 52-40 edge in the series with 9 ties. As we said, ISU won the double overtime game last year. Eastern has won 2 straight in Charleston. ISU has not won here since they won a playoff game in Charleston in 2007. Interesting from the start, Illinois State, Jack, won the toss and deferred, and they're going to let Eastern have the football first.
Well, certainly the Panthers have been very dynamic on offense, so from that standpoint, it's a gamble. But overall, Mike, I like that strategy because especially if you can score as an offensive team late in the half and then get that kickoff, it's almost like having the ball twice in a row, and I think that's probably behind the thinking for Illinois State.
Brock Spack, the head coach at Illinois State, in his 5th year, a former Eastern assistant under Bob Spoo. He's 28-19. They've had 4 straight winning seasons. Made it to the playoffs last year for the first time under Brock Spack. Dino Babers in his second year as the head coach at Eastern with a record of 9-5. These two head coaches were assistants on the Bob Spoo staff back in the late 80s for 1 year at Eastern Illinois. Illinois State in their white uniforms with the red numbers. Eastern in the blue home jerseys with white numbers, black pants, black helmets for the Panthers. Nick Ossiker will kick off for Illinois State. Deep to return for Eastern Illinois. Shepard Little on the far hash mark. Trey Pendergrass on the near hash mark. Eastern will go from our left to our right. It's the north to the south. Illinois State with a little breeze at their back in the first quarter. Here we go. Redbirds kick off and we're underway. Ossiker hits it to the near side into the end zone. Pendergrass is going to stay there and down it for a touchback. So Eastern will start at the 25-yard line. Ossiker's first touchback of the season. Panther offense is second in the nation in passing yards, fifth in total offense. Nick Borey, the center, Colin Seibert, Alex Pierce, the guards, James Lowry, Dominic Pagliara, the tackles. Taylor Duncan will be the main running back. We'll see Shepard Little there at times. Lots of different receivers for Eastern, but Keandre Gober, Eric Laura, Jeff Lepak, and Adam Drake will be main receivers. And, of course, the outstanding senior quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, lines up in the shotgun. First and 10 at the 25. They fake a handoff, pass out to Laura on the right side of the 25, puts his head down, gets up near the 30, pushed out of bounds there after a 4-yard pickup. Laura needs only 2 more catches now to break the OVC record for career catches. Alex Donnelly made that tackle.
That's almost like a running play, just a little bubble screen, and it netted almost 5 yards.
Second down 6. Eastern at its 29-yard line. Shotgun snap. Garoppolo pressured. Pass batted. Incomplete. Intended for Taylor Duncan out of the backfield, and with a 4-man rush, ISU got some good pressure and got a hand on the pass. Ricky Simpson knocked that one down. He plays in the defensive line for the Redbirds along with Albert Sparks, Braden Prate, and All-American Colton Underwood. Third down, 6 to go for Eastern. Garoppolo, 2-step drop out of the gun, lofts it down the right side, and an incomplete pass as Keandre Gober, the intended receiver, broke the route off short, and Garoppolo threw it over his head.
Well, that was just a case of the quarterback and the receiver not being on the same page. On these pass patterns, there are some options for both the receivers and the quarterbacks, and that time the option that Gober thought would be the best choice was not what Garoppolo was seeing.
Fourth down and 6. Into punt, Scott Weatherford, averaging 37 yards a kick. Anthony Warham is deep for Illinois State. They did not return any punts in the Ball State game. Panthers doing a little bit of shifting with the punt team as freshman long snapper A.J. Hantak snaps it back to Weatherford. Little roll to the right, line drive kick, bouncing down the right sideline across the 40 of Illinois State and down to around the 37-yard line. So kind of a low short kick by Weatherford, only 34 yards, and Illinois State takes over in very good position. They'll start at their 36.
Usually a low end-over-end kick like that will roll a little bit, but that ball really checked up and didn't get much of a roll at all.
So Illinois State will bring their offense onto the field. Their center is Mark Spellman. Their normal starting center, Charles Cowley, has to sit out the first half of this game because he got one of those targeting penalties in their opener against Ball State. Rocco Ammons and Mike Lidke are the guards. Joshua Latinoy, Jermaine Barton are the tackles. Quarterback Jared Barnett, the Iowa State transfer, operates out of the eye, drops back to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the right sideline for Chick Chatham. Got it at the 40, and he's taken down at the Eastern 27-yard line. He got behind DJ Bland, who made the tackle, but a big play for the Redbirds as they hit senior wideout Chick Chatham on their first play.
And an excellent throw by quarterback Jared Barnett as he just laid that ball perfectly in there.
36-yard gain on the first play of the night for Illinois State. And they're in good field position now at the Eastern 27-yard line. No score. We're still in the first minute of this game. Under center Barnett. The running back behind him is their big back, Colin Keoshian, junior college transfer out of California. They hand it to him up the middle. He gets to the 25, maybe the 24. Keoshian, a junior college transfer, is 6'3", 260. He's brought down by Patrick Wertz. Stop made at the 24. It's second down, 7 to go, Illinois State. Redbirds only had 74 yards rushing in their game at Ball State, only averaged 2.1 yards per carry, so they would like to do much better than that tonight. Make it second down, 8 to go at the 25. Chatham goes wide to the right, I formation backfield. Looks like Marshawn Coppridge, the tail of the tandem. He gets the handoff up the middle. Good hole. Bounced onside and brought down before he could break away. Jordan Wycliffe with a good tackle just before Coppridge broke that to the outside and would have had a lot of room to run.
I think he would have scored had that tackle not been made, as he had a lot of running room to the left.
Ball's at the Eastern 22. 3rd down and 5 for Illinois State. So far on the season, they've converted 43% of the time on 3rd down. Eastern's defense has kept the opponents to a 33% conversion rate on 3rd down. Wide to the right goes Anthony Warham. He's a freshman. Wide to the left come Phil Dudley and Milton Colbert. James Shaughnessy, the tight end, goes in motion to the right, now back to the left. He was their leading receiver last week. 3rd and 5, empty backfield. Out of the gun, Barnett being blitzed. He's going to throw down the middle. Touchdown! Cutting over the middle, Anthony Warham with the touchdown. Illinois State jumps in front 6-0.
Well, that was a very impressive drive by the Redbirds and a couple of very nice throws by Barnett as Warham got open there in the as he was sort of crossing towards the goalpost and made a nice reception on a perfectly thrown ball.
He was surprisingly open there for that early in the game. Illinois State takes the lead on Warham's 2nd touchdown of the season, and now Nick Ossiker attempts the extra point, and it is good. We're going to take a timeout with 12:45 to go in the first quarter. Eastern Illinois down early. It's Illinois State 7, Eastern nothing on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by
Drake Homes, building homes right here in East Central Illinois. Design Build, where designs start. Indoor-outdoor connection. Phone 1-800-356-2572. For Drake Homes of Charleston, good luck Panthers from Drake Homes.
additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you. WEIU is your home for Eastern Illinois Panther sports. Panther football.
2-point conversion. They throw it to Laura running around the right end on a reverse. Throws a pass, and it is caught. The Panthers win.
Panther basketball.
To Akers cutting through. He's 2-on-1. Ahead to Blanford. A dunk. There's a good way to break about an 8-minute scoring drought.
Panther greats. WEIU is your home for Panther sports.
Illinois State drives 63 yards in 4 plays on the Redbirds' first possession, used up only a minute and 52 seconds. And their true freshman out of Fishers, Indiana, Anthony Warham, hauled in a 22-yard touchdown pass from Barnett, who was very accurate on both of his throws on that drive by ISU.
And the Redbirds have to be happy with their decision to defer to the second half, as they held Eastern to a quick 3-and-out. The Panthers didn't even have the ball for 1 minute on the clock. And then, of course, the Redbirds marched right down and scored themselves very quickly.
Nick Ossiker will kick off with the wind at his back. The deep men for Eastern on the near hash, Trey Pendergrass, on the far hash, Shepard Little. Ossiker, a junior out of Wildwood, Missouri. He's been the starting kicker most of the past 2 years at Illinois State. Here's Ossiker on the approach, and here's the kick. This one, again, deep, same spot. Pendergrass backs even deeper into the end zone and takes a knee for the second touchback. So Ossiker, with a little breeze at his back, has hit it deep twice, and Eastern will start again at the 25-yard line. Everybody in action in the OVC is playing a night game. A couple of the other teams are also hosting ranked opponents tonight. Eastern Kentucky is at home against Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina had a 1-touchdown lead early in that game. In fact, it's now Eastern Kentucky has come back in the second quarter, and they've taken the lead 24-20. First down handoff. Taylor Duncan over the right side got just about nowhere as Alex Donnelly stepped up from outside linebacker, a sophomore, met Duncan at the line, stopped him for a 1-yard gain.
Alex Donnelly's best game ever came against EIU last year with 10 tackles. He also had an interception in that game.
Return that for a touchdown. Penalty flag as Garoppolo sets up, rolls to the right, hit from behind, throws, hits Duncan at the 30, angling left to the 35, close to the first down, but we'll check the flag. It was thrown as the ball was snapped. Garoppolo stepped up in the pocket to buy a little time, got the ball off to Duncan for about a 9-yard gain. Our referee is Ken Switzer. Here's the call.
Offside on the defense. That penalty is declined. First down.
Play will stand. Dante McCoy made the tackle on Duncan after a 9-yard pickup.
Nice throw by Garoppolo as he had a defender wrapped around his waist, but still managed to get the ball off.
7-0 Illinois State with 12:15 to go in the first quarter. Garoppolo rolling out to the right, being chased from behind, throws to the sideline, incomplete. Intended for Keandre Gober. Pass led him a little too much to the near side. Mike Banks had pretty good coverage for Illinois State. Garoppolo 2 for 5 early on. He came in completing about 65% of his passes in the first 2 games.
And that's been pretty consistent with what Jimmy's done over the last couple of seasons.
2nd down 10, Eastern at its 35. Handoff up the middle. Duncan got nowhere, maybe a yard, falling forward as Illinois State was ready for him right in the middle. They brought him down for a 1-yard gain. Colton Underwood, their All-American defensive end, a senior out of Washington, Illinois, made the tackle.
From a momentum standpoint, it would certainly help the Panther cause if they could pick up the necessary 9 yards here.
3rd down from their 36. Out of the shotgun, Garoppolo sets up, has time, throwing it deep up the left, got a wide open Adam Drake at the 30, down to the ISU 22. Not only did they pick up the first down, they hit Adam Drake for a big gainer. Brought down at the Redbird 22-yard line. Saving the touchdown was Josh Birch of Illinois State.
There you see Adam Drake running free at about the 30-yard line. You don't normally think of Adam as a speed receiver, but he made a nice play there.
On 1st down, a pass incomplete from Garoppolo, intended for Jeff Lepak at the 18-yard line. Pat Meehan, the middle linebacker, on the coverage.
Drake has really gotten faster, though, Mike, as he's gotten stronger. He has really put in a lot of time in the weight room, and that's paid dividends this year.
Illinois State has got a player shaken up after that first down play, and it is Will Davis, a defensive end, a sophomore out of Wheaton, Illinois. He is shaken up, and we've got an official's timeout. He's holding his left leg. It's 7-0 Illinois State. We've got 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at O'Brien Field. Davis gets up and is walking off under his own power. That pass from Garoppolo to Drake was a 42-yard pickup for Drake, his 11th catch this season. He is the tied for the number 2 receiver along with Gober on the Eastern team behind Eric Laura.
And it came on 3rd and long, so that was a very key play for the Panthers.
2nd down 10 at the 23 of Illinois State. Out of the shotgun, Garoppolo being blitzed, steps up, throwing end zone for Drake. Touchdown, Eastern Illinois. Drake goes crashing over the barriers at the back of the end zone. He's up and okay, and the Panthers have a chance to tie the game.
Well, that one may make Sports Center. That was a nice catch by Drake, and then he just plowed over that fence at the south end zone. Once again, a perfectly thrown ball.
Drake just kind of pulls away from the defender there in the last couple of steps. He got by Birch, made the catch, and then had to throw on the brakes to avoid crashing into the wall. Fortunately, we have the safer barrier here at O'Brien Field. Canberra in to try to tie it with the extra point, and it's blocked. A lot of pressure up the middle, and Illinois State falls on the ball. Colton Underwood, their All-American defensive tackle, Jack, just broke through up the middle that time to block the kick and keep ISU in front.
These extra points are becoming a real problem for the Panthers, and that's something that needs to be addressed as soon as possible because that can cost you ball games.
7-6 our score. Eastern Illinois got the lead. We're going to take a 1-minute break on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by At Carl, we dedicate ourselves to helping you be great. And we have the expertise and inspiration to help you stay that way. Additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Here's a classic movie quiz. The 1996 film The Birdcage stars Robin Williams and Nathan Lane.
Don't use that tone to me. What tone?
What did director Mike Nichols require of the two stars in each scene?
Surprise.
That they stick to the script for at least one good take before improvising. You provide the popcorn, the couch, and the TV. We'll provide great movies like The Birdcage.
Be watching tonight at 9 on WEIU.
Eastern got down 7-0, but makes a 75-yard scoring drive in 6 plays. Hit 2 long passes to Adam Drake to get on the scoreboard, but then the extra point was blocked. So ISU has got a 7-6 lead. Kicking off for Eastern will be Taylor Kerr. The deep men are at the 10 for Illinois State. Looks like Josh Birch is back there along with Marshawn Coppridge. Here's the approach and a squib kick bouncing down the middle, taken by one of the short men at the 35 to the 40, up to the 42 on the return for the Redbirds. Jackie, people are really kind of expecting Eastern now, I think, to go with these short kicks, and they're kind of ready for them. Camus Gruget-Hill made the tackle on that play for Eastern after Brett Spack, the coach's son. Brent Spack, a backup linebacker for Illinois State, picked that up and ran it back.
I guess the Panthers are doing that to avoid a long run back, but boy, when you're giving up field position like they have in the last couple of games because of these short kickoffs, you have to wonder about the wisdom of continuing to do that.
2 wideouts go to the right. 1 to the left is Cameron Meredith. 1st and 10, Illinois State at their 41. Barnett out of the shotgun, will hand it off up the middle and up to the 45 on the run. I think this is their freshman who did not play last week, Jamal Towns on the run, Adam Gristick on the tackle. So that was the debut of Jamal Towns, a 5'6", 175-pound freshman out of Harvey, Illinois, a product of Thornton High School. Picks up 3 on his first college carry. 2nd down 7, Illinois State. They lead the game 7-6 with over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Warham goes wide to the right. Colbert and Dudley wide to the left. Now they motion a man out on the right. Here's Barnett out of the gun, sets up. Eastern rushes 4, a lot of time. Barnett throwing deep up the right sideline. Knocked away with a good defensive play by the middle linebacker, Robert Haynes, who was way downfield in pass coverage and batted that ball away. It'll be 3rd down.
That ball was thrown just a little bit too short, but nevertheless, a great play by Haynes. You don't see middle linebackers able to get down the field like that very often, but Haynes got back and broke that up.
Penalty flag, too, though. Let's hold our horses here.
After the play, personal foul, number 70 on the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty. The down counts, 3rd down.
That's the right tackle. Jermaine Burton called for the personal foul after the play. So instead of 3rd down and about 7, Redbirds will have closer to 3rd and 20.
That not only makes it much more difficult for them to pick up, but it also really helps in the field position that the Panthers gave away with that short kick.
Penalty puts the ball back at the ISU 29. 3rd down, 22 yards to go. Warham is wide to the right. Wide to the left come Scott Kuhn, and also Chandrick is wide to the left. They motion Warham back through the backfield on 3rd and long. Here's Barnett. Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. Pressure. A screen pass batted down by the former Illinois State Redbird, Pat Wertz. He spent the first 2 years of his career at ISU before transferring to Eastern.
They were trying to get the ball out in the flat for a little screen pass, but Wertz got in there. Now, normally they kind of let the lineman get in there free, but Wertz got in too deep and got a hand on the pass.
Pat Wertz, a 6th-year senior out of Orland Hills, Illinois, got an extra year of eligibility granted during the offseason by the NCAA. Back to punt, C.J. Laros, who averaged 35.5 a kick last week or 2 weeks ago in their Ball State game. Shepard Little, the deep man, has had 1 return, and it was 60 yards for a touchdown at San Diego State. Snap back, waist high, Laros kick away, good kick, nice spiral, backing up Little, settles under it at the 19-yard line. Little at the 20, up the middle, 25, 30, angles left, 35, 40, 45, out of bounds, just short of the 50-yard line. Nice return for Shepard Little. Ezra Thompson brought him down for Illinois State. Little has been a real weapon on these punt returns in the first 3 weeks of the season, a sophomore from Schaumburg, Illinois.
He has done an excellent job, and that was kind of a case of Illinois State out kicking their coverage a little bit, as Little had some room to get started and showed real good speed taking it down the left side. There is a flag down on the field.
Flag was thrown at the very end of the play, up near where the tackle occurred. Eastern set to start at their 49-yard line if there's no penalty here, but the officials are huddled up over there in front of the Illinois State bench.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 3 on Eastern Illinois, number 32 on Illinois State. Those penalties offset. First down.
Anthony Taylor of Eastern and Matt Myers of Illinois State were the combatants apparently on the offsetting penalty.
Did we get that?
So Eastern will take over at the end of the return, which will be, let's see where they're going to spot this. They're going to say the 45 is where Eastern is going to start this drive. Panthers down 7-6. The difference in the game right now, a blocked extra point after Eastern's touchdown on the end of the last drive. Drake to the left. Laura goes to the right with Gober. First down pass. Batted down. Caught by Drake at the 50. And he's up to the 45 of Illinois State, close to a first down. Adam Drake, 3 early catches for the junior from Charleston.
Eric Laura gets so much attention, and rightfully so, that Adam Drake is having himself a great first quarter.
Tackle made by Dominic Clark of ISU. First down handoff up the middle. Little 40, 35, 30. Shedding tacklers to the 25. Shepard Little burst into the secondary for a 20-yard gain. Brandon Westfall brings him down at the Redbird 26.
Panthers really have not had much success running the football until that play, but that was a very nice game.
19 on the pickup for Little. First and 10 at the ISU 26. Little again up the middle. Bounced it to the 25, 20. Lowers the shoulder. Powers down to the 16. He's close to another first down. The safety man Thompson makes the tackle again. It is first down for Illinois State, or for Eastern Illinois.
Nice read that time by Little. The hole wasn't there, and he just popped it to the outside and managed to get another first down.
Eastern, they're going to sub here, bring in Ryan Meyer, a tight end, take out the fullback, Andre Hodge. So the official steps up over the ball to give Illinois State a chance to sub if they wish. First and 10 at the 16. Garoppolo to pass. A lot of time. Looking, throwing, end zone, out the back, incomplete. Ryan Meyer, the intended receiver, but really nobody was intended to catch that one.
Yeah, he was just throwing that ball away, and that was a real good job by the secondary of Illinois State, because Garoppolo had all sorts of time. Normally, if given that much opportunity, he'll pick out somebody and get him the ball, but the Redbirds did a great job there.
Second and 10 Eastern at the Illinois State 16. Shotgun snap, fake handoff. Garoppolo throwing the slant, caught by Drake at the 1. First and goal as Adam Drake has his 4th catch of the first quarter. Dominic Clark saved a touchdown. First and goal at the 1. Eastern is going to line up and go for the touchdown in a hurry. Garoppolo on the sneak, pushing forward. No signal yet. Let's see. He apparently didn't make it. It'll be second down as Garoppolo kept it on the quarterback sneak and got forward, but not enough.
Adam Drake had the best game of his career last week at Southern with 7 receptions and over 100 yards, but he's off to even a better start here tonight.
Eastern now will bring in the short yardage offense after taking 1 crack at it on the quick count and the quarterback sneak. Ball is about a foot short of the goal line. Second down, goal to go Eastern. Power eye in the backfield. Taylor Duncan, the tail of the tandem. Here's Garoppolo under center, penalty flag, and they blow the play dead before the ball is snapped.
False start.
Ooh, that hurts.
Offense, number 74, 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's the left guard, Colin Seibert, called for the false start. And now instead of second down and a foot, you've got second and goal from about the 5.
When you pick up a penalty down on the goal line like that, it really hurts, because even though it's just a 5-yard penalty and it wouldn't be that big a deal elsewhere on the field, it's huge there.
Second and goal from the 5. Here's Garoppolo now, and again a penalty flag before the ball is snapped, and the same infraction here.
Before the snap, false start. Offense, number 74, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Colin Seibert is a veteran player, a first-team all-conference guard. What all of a sudden is he doing that they're calling now before the ball is snapped twice?
I don't know. It looked like he flinched just a little bit on that play. I didn't see what happened on the first one.
Ball's back at the 10-yard line now. Second down, goal to go. Drake is wide to the left. Laura is wide to the right. Gober's going to come into the game. And also coming in as a blocking tight end, Jason Schulman into the game for Eastern. He's been playing offensive line before tonight. Second down, goal from the 10. Illinois State now making a late sub. Gober wide to the right with Laura. And before the ball is snapped, there's a whistle. And what's the call here? The play clock was down to 0.
Before the snap, delay a game. On the defense, too long to substitute, 5-yard penalty, second down.
When they saw Eastern sub, the officials stepped up over the ball to keep Illinois State, or to give Illinois State a chance to sub, but then there wasn't time for Eastern to snap it after that. It's kind of a ragged sequence down here on the goal line. We've had 3 penalties since the ball was snapped the last time.
I'm guessing Seibert won't be firing off the ball here on the snap. He'll probably be a little hesitant after 2 illegal procedure penalties.
Second and goal at the 5. Fake handoff. Garoppolo, touchdown over the middle. Andre Hodge, the fullback out of Keyport, New Jersey, with the first catch of his career, and the Panthers have taken the lead on the 5-yard touchdown pass. Hodge just kind of slipped out of the tight end position and was wide open over the middle off the play fake.
Yeah, just a little play action, and the fullback wasn't really picked up by anybody. Found himself open in the end zone, and Garoppolo delivered the ball on target.
Now for Eastern, the play they've had the most trouble with, the extra point. Had one blocked earlier tonight. Canberra to attempt the extra point, and a penalty flag and a delay of game penalty against Eastern.
This has been a very ugly sequence.
Something did not get reset right on the play clock there, though, because that was not long enough to have been a delay of game. Officials are talking about it. These are Ohio Valley Conference officials, and they're going to reset the play clock. No penalty here. Cameron,
no flag on the play. Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds and start it on my ready.
Cameron Barra is 8 out of 12 right now on extra points. He's a baseball player. It's a great batting average in baseball, but not on extra points. There's the snap, kicks up, and the kick is good. We're going to take a break with 7:51 to go in the first quarter. The score reads Eastern Illinois 13, Illinois State 7 on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by Johnson's Automotive Service is a proud supporter of Panther Sports on WEIU. Johnson's has alignment checks along with oil changes. Located at 800 Madison in Charleston. Johnson's Automotive Service, keeping your life running. Additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Local radio, local news, local information.
Local sports.
Up-to-date weather twice an hour. The EIU Morning Mix with Rob Calhoun and friends.
We play your requests. The safe station for your kids in the workplace.
Live EIU Panther Sports.
On your 13 TV in the morning.
On WEIU TV Digital 51.6 all the time.
Streaming at WEIU.net.
Everything a radio station can be, we are.
This is Civics 88.9 WEIU.
13-7 in favor of Eastern Illinois, and we said it was 54-51 last year. It's starting out like that again this year, Jack.
It really is. We're not even halfway through the first period, and 3 touchdowns have been put on the board already.
So Eastern Illinois is going to kick off. Illinois State scored first. First time they had it, they hit 2 long passes to go ahead 7-0. Eastern came back with a couple of long passes to Adam Drake to get within 7-6, got their extra point blocked. And then after ISU went 3 and out, Eastern drove down for another touchdown, a short pass to Andre Hodge. Here's Taylor Kerr to kick off. Into the wind, hits it high, not very deep. It's going to come down at the 18 to Coppridge at the 20, 25, hole up the middle 30, 35 to the 40. So they've kicked the squib, they've kicked it deep, and it didn't really matter. Kind of the same result both times.
Well, they kicked it high. I wouldn't say they kicked it deep, but yeah, real good field position once again for ISU.
And again, I'm a little surprised Jack Taylor Kerr seemed to have better distance on his kickoffs last year when he was doing this. Alex McNulty made the tackle on the return for for Eastern. Illinois State will start this drive at their 40. They've had it twice, a touchdown and then a 3 and out for the Redbirds on their 2 possessions. Eastern's had it 3 times, 2 touchdowns and a 3 and out. First down and 10, Redbirds at their 40. Their running back is the freshman Towns. Barnett under center. 3-step drop, quick pass out on the right, thrown wide and incomplete. Intended for Brian Athey, a tight end who was split out wide to the right. DJ Bland, who leads the nation with 8 pass breakups, was on the coverage there.
Bland had good coverage there, but the ball was just thrown wide.
Second down, 10 to go, Illinois State. Coming up at halftime, our guest will be the Director of Athletics at Eastern Illinois University, Barbara Burke. Fireworks show coming up at halftime. You'll see some of that for our viewers on WEIU TV. Radio folks, you're out of luck for seeing it. Second down and 10 from the 40. Handoff up the middle. Coppridge across the 40, grabbed around the waist, pulled down. I think John Boitilla got him first, and then Dino Fonte came in to finish off the play. Fonte had a great game last week. 3 tackles for loss and 1.5 sacks at SIU, and those were the first sacks in the career of Dino Fonte. Okay, big play for the Redbirds from their 42. Third down, 8 to go. You feel like you need to score frequently against Eastern to hold serve like in tennis.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As Panthers have a little momentum now after getting off to a very rough start.
Colbert and Dudley to the right, Warren to the left. Barnett from the shotgun on 3rd and 8. Two-man rush is all. Barnett's going to throw deep middle. Incomplete. Over the head of Warham, who got both hands on it. Couldn't bring it down at the Eastern 45. Jordan Wycliffe on the coverage, but he was open. The ball was just thrown too high.
Yeah, a good crossing pattern that time run by Warren. And as you said, the ball was just a little bit too high. He went up. Made a great effort on it, but just couldn't quite come down. But as you see on the replay here, he is wide open.
C.J. Laros had a 51-yard punt his first time. Shepard Little returned at 28. Little is back at his 18 to return this punt from Laros. Laros from Canberra, Australia. Junior college transfer out of California. Did not play high school football. Played rugby in high school. There's a little rugby roll to his right, and now the kick's away. Low liner bouncing downfield. Well done. Goes out of bounds near the Eastern 20. Well, the rugby player would be good at the rugby kick. I mean, that's how they play in rugby. Right there, you just saw it. He bounced that one out of bounds at the Eastern 23. So that goes as a 35-yard punt for Laros. Eastern will take over with 6:54 to go in the first quarter. It's Eastern Illinois 13, Illinois State 7. Earlier today, Panther volleyball team beat Presbyterian in 4 sets. And Panther rugby team lost at Pittsburgh 14-5. First down and 10, Eastern Illinois at their 23. Here's Garoppolo, low snap, hands off to Duncan, small seam up the middle, now pushes forward out near the 30, maybe further. Duncan's a big guy and kind of always gets a little push at the end of the play to kind of fall forward. He gained close to 8 yards on that run through the middle. Dean Helt on the tackle at the 31.
Talk about a rugby kick. That looked like a rugby scrum moving forward.
Second down 2 for Eastern. Another handoff up the middle. Duncan bounced off the pack and got out near the 33. He's close to the first down. Taylor Duncan picked up a couple. They stopped the clock to unpile and look at the chains, and they signaled first down, Eastern Illinois. Free safety Dante McCoy, a junior from Palos Heights Shepherd High School, on the stop for Illinois State.
Duncan and Little give the Panthers a nice little change up there at the running back position. You got the big back Duncan and then the smaller speed back in Little.
First down 10, handoff up the middle. Duncan squeezes through a small hole and then spins out to the 37. 4 more yards for Taylor Duncan, who had the first 100-yard game of his career last week, brought down by the All-American Colton Underwood. Second down, about 7 to go for Eastern at their 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Garoppolo, full tempo up-tempo offense now. Garoppolo back, he's throwing it deep up the left side. Drake's out there again, batted away. Good defensive play by Dominic Clark, an Ohio State transfer. Drake had a step on him, but Clark was able to get back into the play and break it up.
Drake has really been able to run by Clark, though, in this ball game.
Ball is at the 36 of Eastern. Third down, 7 to go for the Panthers. Garoppolo taking a little more time, and now Eastern will sub in Anthony Taylor and a wide receiver, also Jeff Lepak at wide receiver. So 5 wideouts come in for Eastern. Taking a tight end and a running back out. Garoppolo in the empty backfield in the gun. Illinois State looking like they're going to blitz on 3rd down and 8. Here's the snap. Here comes the blitz. Jimmy's going to throw it deep down the middle. Laura's out there. Got it. And he's on his way. Garoppolo burns the blitz. Touchdown, Eastern Illinois.
Garoppolo stayed in there, took the hit, and delivered the ball right in stride for Eric Laura. And the Panthers go up now 19-7.
Garoppolo sees the blitz coming. He counts on Laura to get open and delivered the mail right on his fingertips.
Well, you can't throw the ball any better than that under duress, and just a great play by the quarterback, Garoppolo.
63-yard touchdown pass. Eric Laura ties the OVC career receiving record in style for the Panthers. And now in to attempt the extra point is Berra out of the hold of the punter, Weatherford. High snap, placed down, kicks up, and the kick is good. We'll hold it here with 5:36 left to go in the first quarter. It's now Eastern Illinois 20 and Illinois State 7. Let's take a look at this date in Eastern football history. It's going to take us back to September the 14th of 1991. Eastern jumped out to a 20-0 lead on their way to an easy non-conference win over Eastern Washington, 31-14. Jamie Jones rushed for 108 yards. Jamie Pilson had the lone rushing touchdown for the Panthers. Eastern's defense forced 5 turnovers. Tony Farrell picked off a pair of passes. Jeff Miles, the top tackler, finished with 11, plus a forced fumble back on September the 14th of 1991. Back to 2013, a 77-yard drive for Eastern in 5 plays. Used up 1:18. Panthers go up 20-7. Taylor Kerr will kick off with 5:36 to go in the first quarter. The not-so-deep men for Illinois State are around the 13-yard line. Coppridge and Birch. Here's Kerr, high and short. It's going to come down at the 28 of Illinois State. At the 30, Anthony Warham make this Brian Athey, and he's going to be drug out of bounds over there at the 33, about a 5-yard return. That time they tried to kick the sky kick, Jack, high and short, and best results they've had so far tonight.
Well, yeah, they're not at the 40, which they have been on their 2 previous ones.
Going to spot this around the 33 of Illinois State. So Dino Babers has to like how his offense has been going so far. They had a 3-and-out to start the game, but ever since they've been on fire with 3 touchdowns in the last 3 possessions.
Jimmy Garoppolo with 171 yards passing in the first quarter. He's got 801 yards coming into this ball game, averaging better than 400 yards a game.
ISU at its 32, out of the I formation on first down. Handoff over the right side. Coppridge bounced it out 35, 40, 45, got the first down. Anthony Taylor runs him out of bounds at the Illinois State 45. Alex McNulty on the tackle as well.
Coppridge showed good speed initially, getting around the corner, and then finished off the run showing good strength.
Marshawn Coppridge, a 5'9", 190-pound sophomore out of Victorville, California, with a 12-yard pickup. First and 10, Redbirds at their 45. Corey Shandrick wide to the right. Victor Colbert wide to the left. 1 setback, 2 tight ends in the game. Here's Barnett under center. Handoff to Keoshian. Straight ahead. Pounds across the 50. Breaks to the 45. And McNulty brings him down at the Eastern 40. 15 more, though, by the big back. 260-pound junior, Colin Keoshian.
Keoshian had a huge hole through the right side. He was close to the first down before anybody even touched him.
He needs a huge hole. He's 6'3", 260. Played 8-man football in high school in California at Santa Clarita.
Real good job of the offensive line of Illinois State on that play, and talked about at the beginning of the program how veteran they are.
First and 10, Illinois State at the Eastern 40. Barnett, handoff up the middle. Keoshian slams into the middle, got about 3 to the 37. Southern had some success last week just pounding the ball against the middle of Eastern's defensive line, and that's what ISU is doing right now. Patrick Wertz tackles Keoshian after about a 3-yard gain.
You would think Keoshian would be used primarily on goal line situations and in short yardage situations, but apparently the Redbirds feel like they can run between the tackles.
2nd and 8, ISU at the Eastern 38. Here's Barnett. He's going to hand it up the middle. Keoshian veers to the right. Tripped up after about a 2-yard gain. Eastern hit him low that time and got him. Looks like Pete Houlihan came up along with Adam Gristick to make that tackle. Ball's at the Panther 36. This would be a long field goal, but maybe makeable for Ossaker with a little breeze at his back. 3rd down, 6 to go for the Redbirds. They need to get it to the 30 for a first down. One wide out goes to the right, 2 go to the left. Barnett's in the shotgun. He's a good runner. 3rd down, 6 to go. And Barnett takes the snap. Panthers blitz him. Pressure. He throws over the middle. And it is intercepted, I think, by Grugier Hill with a diving interception at the 30-yard line. 2nd career interception for the Hawaiian sophomore, Kamu Grugier Hill of EIU.
Well, you won't see a better interception than that by Grugier Hill. He just laid out as far as he could and with his fingertips cradled that ball in. Just a tremendous defensive play. And now, of course, the field goal possibilities, that equation is off the table as the Panthers come up with a big turnover.
Kamu Grugier Hill out of, it says Honolulu. He'll tell you Papakolea, Hawaii. 2nd career interception. No replay in this level of college football to have to worry about having that one overturned. Garoppolo to throw on first down. He's teeing up the bomb. Going for Gober. Out of bounds at the 30 of Illinois State. Incomplete. Mike Banks on the coverage. Ball was thrown wide. Good coverage by Banks.
Gober is really the Panthers' speed receiver, so when they throw the ball deep, oftentimes it's in his direction.
2nd and 10, Eastern at their 30. Garoppolo, fake handoff, looking deep again. Now still a lot of time. Now rolling out to his left, penalty flag, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Nobody over there on the far side, but as long as Garoppolo got out of the pocket, it's not intentional grounding, but the timing on that flag makes you think it's holding. Thrown very late by the umpire. Great protection by the Eastern line. Is a holding penalty. If ISU declines, it'll be 3rd and 10. I think I'd make it 2nd and 20, Jack.
I believe I would too.
See what Brock Spack wants to do. I'd say a lot of times you'd say decline it and go 3rd and 10, but I don't think I want to give Garoppolo a chance on 3rd and 10.
Well, it just comes down to you want to give him an extra down. They don't. They do decline it.
Okay, we'll see if
see how this works out.
They have moved. Now they moved the ball though.
They signaled it was a decline.
Yeah, now they're going to move it back. Somehow the players, the ball wasn't even out there. The players somehow got lined up in the wrong spot without the ball. Of course, Eastern wants to go fast. Yeah, they declined the penalty, so the ball's at the 30. 3rd down, 10 to go. Empty backfield. 2 wideouts go right, 3 go left. There's Garoppolo waiting for the snap from his sophomore center, Nick Borey. Looking over to the sideline on this 3rd and 10 play. Yeah, Redbirds queuing up a blitz, it looks like. Last time they tried this, he burned them. No blitz. Back to pass, Garoppolo. Throwing it up the left sideline and batted away, incomplete. Intended for Gober. Check that, intended for Taylor. Good coverage by Matt Goldsmith, a senior from Clinton, Maryland. Played the ball and knocked it away.
Yeah, that was a very nice play as Goldsmith timed his hit perfectly and got his hand on the ball as well.
So Brock Spack had the right call there to decline the penalty. It's 4th down and 10. Scott Weatherford in to punt. Anthony Warham goes deep for Illinois State. Weatherford 1 punt tonight for 34 yards. 3:16 to go first quarter. It's Eastern Illinois 20, Illinois State 7. Weatherford to punt from the 30-yard line on 4th and 10. Good snap, not much pressure. Kicks away, right down the middle. Fair catch signaled. Warham makes it at his 27-yard line. So on the punt for Weatherford, it's 43 yards. 3:08 to go first quarter. Illinois State goes back on offense after the last 2 times they've had it. They've had a 3-and-out and a turnover.
Nice putt there by Weatherford as well. He was punting into a little bit of a breeze. It's not really that significant tonight, but it was a nice tight spiral, and anytime you can get a 43-yard punt with no return, you'll take it.
At halftime, Coastal Carolina leads Eastern Kentucky 31-24. Eastern Kentucky ranked 26th. Coastal Carolina ranked 21st. 1st and 10 Redbirds start at their 28. Out of the I formation, a handoff over the left side. Good hold for Coprich. Got across the 30 to about the 32. Marshawn Coprich got close to 5 on that carry. Eastern will get this little breeze at their back in the second quarter. Adam Gristick is the last guy off of the pile for the Panthers. Had 14 tackles over the first 2 games. Tied for 10th in the OVC for the junior linebacker out of Pennsylvania. 2nd down and 5 for Illinois State. They send Colbert wide to the right with Phil Dudley. Wide to the left, Anthony Warham, who's got a touchdown catch tonight. Coprich, the running back. Here's Barnett, the junior quarterback out of Texas. Takes the fake handoff, rolling out to the right, going to throw it out in the flat, incomplete. Intended over there in the right flat for Cameron Hunt, who slipped out of the backfield. And Grugier Hill, who had an interception earlier, was lurking again for Eastern. 3rd down, 5 to go, Illinois State. They're 1 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
Jared Barnett got off to a great start with 2 long pass completions, including 1 for a touchdown, but I believe he's missed on his last 6, including an interception in that group.
3rd down and kind of a long 5 for Illinois State. Wide to the right goes Chatham and Dudley. I'll check it. Dudley's wide left. Here's Barnett sending O'Shaughnessy, the tight end, in motion. Now he sets up at a slot on the right on 3rd down and about 5. Barnett being blitzed. Penalty flags fly. Looks like Illinois State was moving before the snap. False start against the Redbirds. So back them up 5. 3rd penalty, 25 yards on Illinois State. And now they'll have to snap it from their 27. And it's 3rd down and 11 yards to go.
Redbirds were very efficient and impressive the first time they had the ball, but since then they really haven't done much.
Eastern has outgained them so far unofficially, 215 to 104. Third down, 11 to go for Illinois State. They're behind 20 to 7 late in the first period. Two wideouts go to the right. Warren goes to the left. Here's Barnett setting up. Three-man rush. Screen pass out on the right of the 25. Up to the 30. This is Towns to the 35. Tackled short of the first down at the 36. I called it a screen. It was really more of a swing pass to Towns coming out of the backfield. Made the catch in the right flat. Got about 7. Brought down by Clinton Simpkins, a senior from Fredericksburg, Virginia, playing in the defensive line. It's going to be fourth down and about 2, and we expect the punt team to come on for ISU. Shepard Little, who has a long return tonight, goes back to his 20. C.J. Laros, 2 punts tonight for a 43-yard average for Illinois State. Fourth down and a couple. Eastern with 10 guys up on the line to rush the punter. Good snap, not much rush. Kicks away, nice spiral right down the middle. Little's going to take it at his 18-yard line. He fumbles it, and he falls on it. So Little muffed the punt, and all he could do then was fall on it. No chance to return. Bryce Kaiser was there on the coverage for Illinois State. So with 1:02 to go first quarter, Eastern's offense comes back out. Scores Eastern 20, Illinois State 7. Next week, Panthers will be at Northern Illinois. Northern ranked 30th in the FBS poll going into their game tonight, but they were down at halftime against Idaho. Northern has rallied, though, and late in the third period, the Huskies have a 35-28 lead at Idaho. We'll be on the air at 5:30 on the Panther Football Network and at EIUPanthers.com with our radio broadcast next Saturday. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff in DeKalb, Eastern and Northern, as the Panthers play the last of 3 consecutive games against in-state opponents. Well, while we've been waiting here, the officials have been conferencing, and I don't see a flag, Jack, but I may have missed it.
Yeah, I don't see one either.
Here's the call from Ken Switzer. His mic is not working, but a personal foul penalty has been called against Eastern Illinois. So the Panthers are going to start this drive from inside their 10-yard line right at the 10.
Well, we've had 2 personal foul penalties, and 2 are actually offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and we're still in the first quarter. So we talked a little bit about this rivalry, and Coach Dino Babers said that the players don't like each other, and we've seen a little of that here in the first quarter.
Great crowd here tonight at O'Brien Field. First down, 10 to go. Eastern start at the 9. Shepard Little in at running back. They hand it to him up the middle, got across the 10, but not much more. Might have got to the 11. Little, the sophomore from Schaumburg, leads the OVC in all-purpose yards at 155 per game. Second down, 8 to go at the 11. Laura takes a moment to get reset. He's going to come out in the slot on the right side. Garoppolo out of the pistol. He hands up the middle. Little, not much hole, trying to break away. Got up to about the 14 with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Little got about 3. Brought down with an ankle tackle by Bryce Kaiser, a defensive end of Illinois State. Third down and 5 for Eastern at the 14. Little comes out, a wide receiver, Anthony Taylor, in to replace him. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Third down and 5. Here's Garoppolo. They're off sides. Garoppolo sets up to pass. Marker down. Throwing the bomb. Gober behind everybody. Got it at the 45-40. Breaks away 30. Gober will score. Touchdown, Eastern Illinois. We'll double check the flags. Make sure it's an ISU offsides. But if it stands, it's a 90-yard, actually 86-yard touchdown pass. Garoppolo to Gober. Let's get the call here. Waiting for the call from Ken Switzer. Offsides, Illinois State. Put him on the board as Gober takes it all the way for the touchdown.
That was a very nice play by Gober. That ball was underthrown a little bit, and he was able to run out of a tackle attempted by Matt Goldsmith to take it the distance for the score as the Panthers score for the 4th time in this first quarter.
I've got Garoppolo for 256 yards passing in the first quarter. That's a 1,000-yard passing clip, in case your math is a little slow. Weatherford to hold for Berra at the south end of the stadium. Good snap, placed down, kicks up. It's good. We'll hold it here. 27-7, Eastern Illinois. The Panthers are making the deep ball work tonight, Jack.
Gober had to wait on that just a second, but then he ran away from a tackle by Goldsmith and took it all the way. As you're right, Garoppolo's been looking long on several occasions, and for the most part, he's been able to connect. And as you said, he has got a tremendous passing yardage total here in the first quarter.
I've got him 9 of 17 for 256 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. I believe that's the longest touchdown pass of his career, right there to Gober. That is the 76th touchdown pass of his career. He passes Sean Payton and is now number 2 on Eastern's career touchdown pass list, trailing only Romo. He's also moved into second on the OVC passing yardage list in his career tonight.
Illinois State really has to be a little shell-shocked after getting off to a good start and getting the first score of the game. They've seen the Panthers run up 27 in a row on them.
Here's Taylor Kerr to kick off. And he hits that little sky kick again to the far side. They take it at the 23. This is Coppridge at the 25. He's weaving his way to the 30. Brought down at the 31 by Alex McNulty. And that is the end of the first quarter. Well, we can take a break. Our score at the end of the first quarter. Eastern Illinois 27, Illinois State 7. Back in 1 minute on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by
Arby's Restaurant, locally owned with locations in Charleston and Mattoon, offering roast beef, curly fries, roast burgers, market fresh salads, and milkshakes. Arby's proudly supports the broadcast of Panther Sports on WEIU.
additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Mike Brad along with Jack Ashmore. A happy sideline for Eastern. That's Keandre Gober in the foreground. He just caught the touchdown pass from Garoppolo. And the Panthers out to a 27-7 lead as we head to the second quarter in front of a near capacity crowd at O'Brien Field in Charleston.
Gober's catches have really been for maximum yardage, and that was the case last year as well. He didn't play all that much as a freshman, but he did turn in some pretty impressive yardage performances.
Redbirds start at their 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Barnett. Panthers rush for as he sets up. He steps up. He's crowded. Penalty flag, and they sack him back at the 26. Pat Wertz is the guy that kept him from getting out of the pocket, and I think Pat made the sack. Flag probably is a holding penalty, too. Let's see. Good job by the Panther defensive line to surround Barnett and not let him out. Panthers decline the penalty and take the sack, which is the 7th of the year by the Eastern defense.
That was a real good play by the line. They got good penetration, a lot of pressure on Barnett. He tried to take off and run, but there really was nowhere for him to go.
Wertz now 2.5 sacks this year, 6.5 in his career. He had a sack against the Redbirds last year. 2nd and 15, ISU at their 26. Barnett, handoff up the middle. Keoshian met near the line and stopped for no gain. Tried to go over left guard, and Adam Gristic was there for Eastern, and also Fedney Delfons, a sophomore defensive end from Naples, Florida, stopping Keoshian for no gain.
Redbirds in a situation they faced numerous times here in the first half. 3rd down and very long.
3rd and 15 in this case. They're 1 for 4 on 3rd down. Panthers have 3 defensive linemen. Looks like 3 linebackers and 5 defensive backs in the game. LaQuince McCall has come in an extra linebacker on pass defense. 3rd and 15 at the 26. Four-man rush. They blitz. Little screen pass caught by Warham at the 25. 30. Brought down by Houlihan at the 31. Eastern ready for the screen. It only went for about 5 on the completion to Warham. And again, ISU will have to punt the ball.
Well, the thing about that, coming with the blitz, they knew that Barnett would not have a lot of time to throw the ball deep down the field, so they were able to get out there in the flat, covered the screen very well, and it was a short gain of just about 4 yards.
Into punt, C.J. Laros, and Eric Laura goes deep to return this for Eastern, back at his 25. Laura returned 1 last week for 11 against Southern Illinois. 4th down, about 9 to go. SIU at its 32. They're going into a little breeze now. Panthers have the wind at their back in the second quarter. Good snap, waist high, no rush, low line drive kick. Laura coming over to the near side, takes it at his 24, trying to run back to the right, broke a tackle. Laura works up the middle at the 20 now, and to the 25, ends up with 0 on the return. He pretty much wound up back at where he caught the football.
Well, when he started giving ground as he tried to take it to the right sideline, I was afraid he might be brought down for a loss on that punt, but as you said, he managed to weave his way back to the 25-yard line, which is really where he caught it.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification before Eastern snaps it. This is the Panther Football Network.
First down, Panthers.
Eastern takes over, first down 10 at their 25. Garoppolo in an empty backfield in the shotgun. Drake to the left. Laura goes to the right along with Lepak and Gober. Here's the shotgun snap. 5-man rush over the middle. Caught by Ryan Meyer. Penalty flag. Meyer taken down at the 28. Nice tackle by the linebacker Alex Donnelly. Let's check this flag. It was a 3-yard gain on the pass to Meyer, the former safety turned tight end. Flag was thrown by the linesman on the far side. Officials talking about this one. And again, we don't have the referee mic. At least it was working when it started. Now ineligible man downfield against Eastern Illinois. So ISU will take this penalty and back the Panthers up inside the 20. Right at the 20-yard line. First down again, 15 to go for Eastern at the 20. Garoppolo in an empty backfield. Back to pass. Quick pass out on the left. Caught by Drake. Broke away from one. Mike Banks pulls him down. Banks was able to hold on and bring him down to the 28. Adam Drake, 5 catches tonight. He's got a touchdown catch.
And he's getting close to 100 yards receiving, just a little under that.
Spot the ball at the 28. Second down, about 7 to go. Garoppolo back to pass. Pressure up the middle, throws left, hits Drake out of bounds. 34-yard line, just short of the first down. Mike Banks again on the coverage.
Drake was kind of the forgotten man a year ago, as he played actually a lot more as a freshman than he did last year, but Eastern lost several wide receivers, and he stepped in and made the most of his opportunity.
3rd and 1, quarterback sneak for Garoppolo, and he gets the first down. Got across the 35, out to the 36. So Garoppolo picked up 2. First down, 10 to go, Eastern Illinois. Panthers lead it 27-7 early in the second quarter. Have the ball at their 36. Garoppolo out of the shotgun. 4-man rush. Throws left. Incomplete. Drake was running up the field. Garoppolo thought he was going to break it off to the outside. Incomplete pass.
Second time in this game that Garoppolo and the wide receivers have not been on the same page, as he was expecting Drake to run a little out there, and Adam turned it up the field.
Second down 10. Eastern Illinois at their 36-yard line. 2 wideouts go to the right. Drake comes to the left. Out of the shotgun, penalty flag. Garoppolo over the middle, hits Drake at the 40, up near the 44, a little short of the first down before he's pushed back, but we'll check the flag. Ezra Thompson and Mike Banks out of the secondary, combined on the tackle for Illinois State. Gain of 8. Flag was thrown by the linesman as the ball was snapped. Illinois State signaling it's against the Panthers, and it looks like it's coming back. It's a false start. So the Redbirds will take that penalty and wipe out the 8-yard gain. Spot the ball at the 31 of Eastern and make it second down, 15 to go. Eastern Illinois 27, Illinois State 7 with 12 minutes to go in the first half. 2 wideouts right, 2 go left. Duncan in the backfield. Here's Garoppolo, fake handoff, a little bit of pressure, steps up, throws to the left, caught by Drake, hit immediately by Banks, out of bounds. This is kind of a broken record on this drive. Ball caught at the 41 for Drake, so Eastern gets about half of what they needed, a little over half. Third down, about 5 to go.
Sure, the Redbirds came in expecting to Laura on the receiving end, but it's been Drake here in the first half.
3rd and 5. Garoppolo throws over the middle. Broken up. Intended for Drake. Incomplete. That time Banks helped break it up, along with the middle linebacker Pat Meehan, a sophomore out of Lincoln Way East.
Real good coverage there. He would have been short of a first down had he been able to hang on.
So Eastern made 1 first down. The penalty set him back and kind of took the starch out of that drive. Panthers still have the offense out there, though, on 4th and 5 at their 41-yard line. Looking like they may go for it. And now there's a whistle, and a timeout has been requested by Illinois State. We'll take a break. 11:53 to go first half. Eastern Illinois leads it 27-7 on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by
Porter Auto Body of Charleston and Mattoon offers auto body repairs for cars, trucks, and vans. Porter uses environmentally friendly PPG waterborne paints. Porter Auto Body, serving the area for over 25 years.
additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you. WEIU, your home for Eastern Illinois Panther Sports, presents Panther Sports Talk. Highlights, player features, and coaches interviews with host Rich Moser. All things you need to know EIU sports on Panther Sports Talk.
Wednesday at 6 on WEIU.
Eastern Illinois 27, Illinois State 7. The Panthers bring the punt team onto the field now on 4th down and 5 to go at their 41-yard line. Anthony Warren will drop back deep to return for Illinois State.
I think that Dino Babers just bluffed Brock's back into burning a timeout. There was no way the Panthers were going to go for that at their own 41.
Scott Weatherford back in punt formation, awaiting the snap at his 27-yard line. Panthers kind of moving their offensive line splits out a little bit. Now they've got a blocker in motion. They reset another blocker. A lot of movement on this punt team by Eastern. Good snap, and the kick's away. Line drive, Warham over for it. Takes it on the fly at his 22. He's at the 25, 30, up the middle, 40. Watch out, Warham at the 50. He's at the 40, gets around Weatherford at the 30. Tackled from behind at the 22 by Camus. Gruget Hill pursuing the play from behind. He saved a touchdown.
That was a real good hustle play by Gruget Hill there, as he came from the backside to make the tackle. The problem with that kick was it was way too low, and it enabled see, how long was that?
I think there's a penalty flag on this play, Jack, because Eastern's defense is coming back out way downfield. It was about a 60-yard return by Warham, but it's coming back. I don't see the flag, but sometimes they throw them along the sideline and we're blocked by the players on the bench. Here comes the call. It's a block in the back against Illinois State.
I think it was on Alex McNulty. He was one of the bullets coming down on punt coverage, and it looked to me like he may have gotten blocked in the back just as Warham started his return.
Yeah, Illinois State is actually going to get backed up from where Warham caught this ball. We're going to see where they mark this penalty off to. When these two teams played last year, Illinois State had like 190 yards in penalties. Remember that? A lot of pass interference.
Yeah, and they were upset about the officiating in that ball game, even though they won it. This ball game actually has had a lot of penalties as well. Several of them have been declined, but it'll be interesting to see the penalty yardage at halftime.
Right at the beginning of that replay, you maybe could see McNulty being blocked in the back as Warham started upfield. Put the ball at the Redbird 15-yard line. It's Eastern 27, Illinois State 7, 11 and a half minutes to go in the first half. 1st and 10 ISU at their 15. Barnett's in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He backs up to pass, pressured, throws it to the left sideline. It's caught up around the 25, maybe the 26 for a first down. I think Phil Dudley, make that Cameron Meredith on the catch, and Antonio Taylor brought him down. Cameron Meredith, the former backup quarterback, missed their opening game with a hamstring injury, got moved to wide receiver, makes his first catch of his career, 11-yard gain. ISU at its 26, they bring Chatham wide to the right. Dudley's in the slot to the right. First and 10 Redbirds at their 26. Handoff up the middle. Coprich got to about the 28. Running over the right side, gained about 3. Coprich now 5 carries for 25 yards. Patrick Wertz on the tackle. Spot the ball at the 28 of ISU. Second down, call it 7 to go for the Redbirds. Unofficially, I've got Eastern with 332 yards to 126 of total offense for Illinois State. Second down, 7 for ISU. Wide receivers each way, double tight end. One running back, they're going to fake it to him. Back to pass, Barnett. A lot of time, throwing the bomb for Chatham. And a diving catch at the Eastern 33 by Chick Chatham. On the coverage was Anthony Goodman, and Barnett made a very good throw there. And Chatham was extended to make the catch at the Panther 33.
Very nice catch by Chatham, and a good throw, and a lot of time that time by Barnett, as he was able to sit back there in the pocket and watch his man break free.
Great play fake too, because Eastern's had defensive linemen turning to chase the runner that had been faked to. It's a 41-yard pass play to Chatham all the way down to the Eastern 31. Out of the eye, Barnett, 2-step drop, quick pass on the right, caught by Chatham at the 26, slides inside to about the 24, where Goodman brings him down with help from LaQuince McCall. So Chatham makes his third catch. Got about 7 or 8 on the play. Spot him at the Eastern 23. Second down, 2 yards to go for Illinois State. They're behind 27-7 with 10 minutes to go in the first half, and now they're on the move. Wide to the left, Victor Colbert. Wide to the right, Corey Shandrick. Now Shandrick in motion to the left. Coprich at running back. Barnett, hands up the middle. Good hole for Coprich across the 20. Pulled down at the 17. Tackle made for Eastern by Marcus White, Jr. out of Folsom, California. Transback from Saddleback Community College in California. Played at the FCS level as a freshman at Sacramento State. Played 10 games there as a freshman.
It's amazing how a big play like that pass play for Illinois State can get a struggling team back into rhythm. They look much more efficient now with their offense. They've completed a couple of more passes and had a nice run.
That run was for a first down, so it's first and 10 Illinois State at the 17 of Eastern. One wide out on the play is Chatham. He's wide to the left. 2 tight ends in an I formation. Barnett, 2-step drop, sets up, throwing for Chatham in the corner of the end zone. Broken up at the goal line by Pete Houlihan. Jump ball over there. Chatham, the taller of the two. He is 6'2", Houlihan under 6 feet, but Houlihan was able to break it up.
Houlihan had good position, inside position actually, and he was able to get a hand on that and knock it to the turf.
Senior cornerback out of New Lenox Providence High School. Second down, 10 to go. Illinois State at the Eastern 17. Corey Shandrick goes wide to the left along with Cameron Meredith. Offset eye in the backfield. They've got Jordan Newkirk at fullback in front of Coprich. Handoff up the middle. Coprich cuts back across the 15, met and stopped at the 12. 5-yard run for Coprich. Tackle made by the middle linebacker Robert Haynes with help from Antonio Taylor.
Big play coming up here for Illinois State and the Panthers. Eastern would like to hold them at least to a field goal attempt on 3rd and 5.
Illinois State 1 out of 5 on 3rd down tonight, 37% for the season. They send Chatham to the left. He's the only wide receiver on the play. They've got a couple of tight ends. O'Shaughnessy on the right end of the line, Newkirk on the left. I formation backfield. Chatham runs in motion through to the right on 3rd and 5. Barnett, fake handoff. He's rolling to the right. He's going to dump it off in the flat over the head of O'Shaughnessy and make that Matt Myers, the fullback, incomplete. Pretty good coverage, and Barnett threw it well over the head of the Iowa transfer Matt Myers, the fullback.
Yeah, that was just a poor throw that time by Barnett. As you said, the coverage was good, but I think he still had a window to get that ball in there, but he airmailed that out of bounds.
29-yard field goal try for Nick Ossiker, his first field goal try this year. He's 67% in his career. He was 11 out of 13 last year as a sophomore. 29-yard try, right hash mark. Good snap, place down, kicks up, plenty long enough. Kick is good. So Illinois State breaks the string of 27 straight points for the Panthers. We'll take a break with 8:52 to go in the first half, and the score is Eastern Illinois 27, Illinois State 10 on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by
Brainerd Law Office, serving the surrounding 10 counties with over 70 years of experience, specializing in litigation, probate and estate planning, family law, real estate transactions and development, landlord rights, commercial transactions, and risk management. The Brainerd Law Office, located in Charleston next to the courthouse.
Additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Here's Garoppolo out of the gun, looking to throw to the right. Fakes the short pass, now throws it deep up the sideline. Laura's out there, got it to the 20, 10, to the 5, dives. Is he over? Touchdown, Eastern Illinois.
Eastern Illinois Panther football is on WEIU. EIU welcomes OVC rival Southeast Missouri State to O'Brien Field as the Panthers look to defend their conference crown. It's the Panthers and Redhawks, October 19th at 1:30. WEIU is your home for Panther football.
Update the Ohio Valley Conference scoreboard tonight. Chattanooga leads Austin Peay 35-7 at halftime. Coastal Carolina's up 31-24 on Eastern Kentucky at halftime. Hampton has a 13-10 lead over Tennessee Tech in the second quarter, and it's Missouri State 7, Murray State 6 at the end of the first quarter. Tennessee Martin's up on Central Arkansas 7-0 early in the second. Central Arkansas is a top 10 team. UT Martin trying to pull the upset. And late in the first quarter, Jackson State's ahead of Tennessee State 7-3. Ossiker will kick off into a little bit of a wind. Shepard Little, Trey Pendergrass are deep for Eastern. They're at the south end of the stadium. Here's Ossiker's kick, high, not that deep, comes to Pendergrass at the 10-yard line. 15, 20, 25, breaking up the middle, 30, still going 35, 40, and down at the 42. Great return. Pendergrass brought it right back through the middle, squeezed through a little hole, and gives Eastern some very good field position. Anthony Body on the tackle.
You know, Mike, early on in the broadcast, you talked about the success that the Panthers defensive unit has had keeping the opponents out of the end zone once they're in the red zone. And this was another example of that, as Illinois State was down there kind of knocking on the door, but had to settle for 3.
Eastern with their best field position in a while now. Toss back to Duncan. Going to be hit behind the line and stop back on the 40. Great defensive work off the corner by Matt Goldsmith, the cornerback. He was into the Eastern backfield quickly, and right after Duncan took the pitch out, he was in trouble. Loss of 5, back to the 39. Second down, 14 yards to go. Garoppolo out of the shotgun. 5 wide out, spread all over the field. Jimmy taking a little more time at the line, has Drake and Taylor to the left. He's got Laura and Gober and Lepak to the right. Here's the snap. 4-man pass rush. Garoppolo over the middle. Caught by Laura. That's the record breaker. Down to the 45 and a first down. Eric Laura has just become the all-time leading receiver in OVC history. 233 career catches.
And that was a typical Laura play, a crossing pattern in the middle of the field, and made the reception, giving the Panthers a first down.
Don't stop the game to reward it, though. 1st and 10. Pitch back to Duncan. Heading left, trying to turn the corner, and out of bounds at the 43 for a gain of 2.
That's the second successive play that Duncan has attempted to run wide. That's not normally his strength. As a bigger back, he's usually running between the tackles.
Ezra Thompson stopped him there for about a 1-yard gain. Second down, 9 at the 44. Handoff up the middle, Duncan. Nowhere to run. Grabbed around the waist and pulled back by Colton Underwood, that defensive tackle or defensive end that we talked about in the pregame. It's going to be 3rd down and about 10 to go as Duncan lost a yard on that play. Ball at the 45 of Illinois State. And the officials hold play for just a moment. 3rd down, 10 to go for Eastern. Panthers 3 for 6 on 3rd down tonight. Laura to the left. Gober goes to the right with Drake. Here's Garoppolo in the shotgun. Duncan's with him back there on the backfield. They start the clock. 3rd down and 10. Now the Panther players looking over to the near sideline to get the call signaled in. 3rd down, fake handoff. Garoppolo sets up, throws it to the left. Caught by Lepak. No, Laura, first down. I think close to it, out of bounds at the 34. Mike Banks on the coverage. It's a first down for Eastern at the ISU 34. Pickup of 11. 4 catches, 94 yards for Laura tonight.
Garoppolo spreading the wealth around.
There's a fake handoff and a pass, and it's caught this time by Drake at the 30. Hit immediately and bulldog down right there. Banks and Ezra Thompson on the tackle. But that's 8 catches for Drake. That's a career high for him. Ball's at the Illinois State 30, 2nd down and 6. Gober, Laura, Lepak wide to the right, Drake wide to the left. EIU moving it at the ISU 30. ISU looking like they want to blitz it. Garoppolo saw it though and looks like he's changing the play. Safety man came running up to the line to blitz. Here comes the blitz. Garoppolo's back, looking, throwing the bomb. Got Drake out there. Touchdown, Eastern Illinois. Adam Drake, his 2nd touchdown tonight. Again, Jack, Garoppolo saw the blitz and took advantage.
He really did. A heady quarterback. Of course, he's a senior. He's been a starter since he was a freshman. And you'll see here, not only he pumps once, then throws long to Drake. And Drake now has 4 touchdown receptions in his last 2 ball games.
9 catches and almost 150 yards tonight for the junior from Charleston, Adam Drake. Cam Barra goes for the extra point. Good snap, kicks up, and the kick is good. We'll take a timeout with 6:33 to go in the first half. ISU had the momentum for a moment, but now it's Eastern getting it back, and the Panthers lead 34-10 in the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by LD Mechanical Contractors Incorporated of Charleston offers plumbing, heating, and air conditioning sales and installation, featuring Train Heating and Cooling Systems, Heil Heating and Cooling Products, and GeoComfort Geothermal Heating and Cooling Systems. LD Mechanical Contractors in Charleston. Additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Here's a classic movie quiz. The 1996 film The Birdcage stars Robin Williams and Nathan Lane.
Don't use that tone to me. What tone?
What did director Mike Nichols require of the 2 stars in each scene?
Surprise.
That they stick to the script for at least 1 good take before improvising. You provide the popcorn, the couch, and the TV. We'll provide great movies like The Birdcage.
Be watching tonight at 9 on WEIU.
Dino Babers congratulating his offense on the sideline. 5th touchdown pass tonight for Jimmy Garoppolo. That ties his career high. He did that 3 times last year, 5 touchdown passes in a game.
And he's got 342 yards passing, and we still have 6.5 minutes left to play in the first half.
Came into the night leading the nation in passing yardage, and he's running up his average. Taylor Kerr kicks off, high short kick. It's going to come down at the Redbird 23. One of the return men, Coppridge, has it. Bouncing to the outside at the 30, and they bring him out of bounds at the 31. That sky kick now, twice in a row, has worked pretty well, Jack, to give ISU a not quite so good starting position. Well, it's getting a little bit desperate now for the Redbirds, Jack. For one thing, Eastern has put them in a spot where they are a little more one-dimensional than they want to be. They're really kind of having to get away from the run.
Yeah, they weren't really able to run the ball effectively a couple of weeks ago against Ball State, and now they're in a position where they almost have to abandon it and go to the air on most of their plays because they trail by so many points.
1st and 10 ISU. They start this drive at their 30. Barnett in the shotgun. Keoshian's the running back on his left. Barnett back to pass, pressure up the middle. He rolls out to the left, throwing on the run, tipped into the air and incomplete. High throw intended over there on the far sideline for, I think, Shandrick. Check it, that was Keoshian. Keoshian got up and got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it down.
Just one more thing about that, though, Mike, is that the pace at which Eastern plays makes it a little easier to come back because it just extends the game so long.
And you can wait longer before you abandon the run because the game is longer than you think. 2nd and 10, ISU at their 30. Barnett's up under the center. He's going to hand up the middle. Keoshian hit behind the line by Voitila, and John brings him down for a loss of a yard or 2. John Voitila got in the backfield, the senior from St. Charles East. Voitila, good story. He was a starter 2 years ago when Bob Spoo was the head coach. Last year under the new staff, he was a backup all of a sudden. Worked his way back to the starting lineup, made a tackle for loss there.
And once again, the Redbirds face 3rd down and a long way to go, 11 yards for the first down. They've been in this situation a lot here in the first half.
They've got the only turnover of the game so far. They send 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Barnett alone in the backfield in the shotgun. There's the snap. two-man pass rush. A lot of time. Guns the middle into a crowd. Broken up. Incomplete. Intercepted. Panthers pick it off on the deflection. Pete Houlihan's got it. Back to the 30-yard line. Or wait a minute, check it. I think it's McCall. LaQuince McCall with the interception. First career interception for the transfer from Baylor, senior LaQuince McCall. Ball got deflected here, Jack. It kind of bounced around a little bit, and McCall came up with the loose ball.
Yeah, I'll be anxious to see this replay, and there it is as McCall came up with it. And another turnover for Illinois State, their second. Panthers in great field position at the Redbird 31, looking to increase that 34-10 lead.
Ball got deflected. Phil Dudley, the intended receiver, had his hands on it for a moment, and then McCall just sort of stole the ball from him for the interception, and the Panthers set up shop at the 31. Laura to the left, two wideouts go right. Shepard Little in the game at running back. First down and 10, Eastern Illinois looking over to the near sideline, getting the play signaled in from the staff. Here's the snap and the handoff up the middle. Little pops through a hole, 25 right up the middle, 20, 15, down to the 13. Shepard Little on the big run, brought down by Goldsmith, who maybe saved a touchdown. Shepard Little right through the middle for an 18-yard gain.
Redbirds really on their heels now as they are reeling a little bit. They don't know what this Panther offense is going to throw at them.
Handoff Little up the middle to the 12. I guess it's hey diddle diddle, Little up the middle. Picked up a yard. Come on, Jack.
Okay, yeah.
Get with the program
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know if we've got cows jumping over the moon or what.
Second down and 9 at the ISU 12. Garoppolo out of the gun. Eastern playing the quick tempo. Now they slow it down a bit, at least long enough to look to the sideline. Senior quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo looking for the pass, throwing it for Laura back of the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Illinois. Laura in the back corner, just perfect accuracy. Laura's shaken up down there as he got hit out of bounds, and he's up and okay. He also got shot by the cannon down there, Jack. He wound up laying right in front of the cannon, and it went off right over his head.
6 touchdown passes in the ball game now for Garoppolo, and once again, a beautiful toss as he just dropped that in over the top. The only player that had a chance at receiving that was Garoppolo, and Panthers are once again on the board.
40 points in the first half. Cam Barra will attempt the point after. Laura's second touchdown catch. Here's the kick by Barra. They're getting to practice these extra points a lot. Kick is good. The Eastern record for touchdown passes in a game just got tied. It's 6 by Tony Romo against Murray State in 2000 and by Jeff Christensen against Kentucky State in 1982. Add the name Jimmy Garoppolo in 2013 to that list, except Jimmy still has over a half to go.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably the record for most touchdown passes in a half.
I would hope so. Well, that time they took advantage of the interception by McCall. That set Eastern up in good position. Only took them 3 plays to get the 31 yards they needed for the touchdown. 45 seconds on the drive. Perfect accuracy on that pass. There's just almost impossible to defend. The defense was really pretty good.
Yeah, it was. And that was set up, as you mentioned, by the turnover. And that turnover was set up by a 3rd and 11 play in which Barnett tried to throw the ball into double coverage. And it was kind of a sign of panic on the Redbird quarterback.
No panic on the Eastern sideline. The Panthers have a 41-10 lead with 4:49 left to go in the first half. Taylor Kerr will kick off with the wind at his back. And again, it's the sky kick, high and short. Comes down to Athey at the 26. Runs it to the 30, 35, 40 comes Brian Athey, and they push him out. McCall pushed him out around the 42. So a better return that time by Illinois State. Athey, a blocker on the return team, but a tight end on the offense, so he's used to handling the football. Got it back out across the 40-yard line.
Eric Laura up over the 100-yard mark receiving again tonight.
Eastern's got, if Gober's very close to 100 too, they may get 3 guys over 100. They just missed that last week. I think that's only happened once or twice else in school history.
Adam Drake has 148 at this point.
1st and 10, ISU from their 43. Barnett's under the center. Has Kopprich at running back. They hand it straight ahead to him across the 45. Bulldog down by McNulty first, and then help from his friends. Wertz lost his helmet on the play, so he'll have to come out of the game. Wertz plays very inspired against his former teammates from Illinois State. He plays with an extra gear against the Redbirds. 1 yard gain, make it 2 yards. I make it 3 yards actually for Coppridge up to the 46. Second down, 7 to go, Illinois State. 4:25 to go first half. Eastern ahead 41-10. 2 wideouts go to the left. Now man in motion, Shandrick back to the right side. Out of the eye, Barnett, handoff, coming to the right, Cameron Hunt, and he's brought down to the 48. McCall there. Also on the tackle for Eastern was Dan Chisholm, freshman defensive lineman.
Well, the Redbirds have not given up on the run. The first 2 plays of this series were running plays, but once again they face third down and a substantial amount, about 6 yards to go.
If they don't make this here, Eastern will get the ball back with plenty of time to go in the first half. Dudley to the right, make that Merida to the right. 2 wideouts go left. Now O'Shaughnessy motions out as the third wideout on the left. Barnett's going to run it up the middle. Now has to veer out to his left and is stopped short of the first down to the 49. A planned run for Barnett. Eastern cut it off up the middle where he wanted to go, made him go to the outside, and by the time he got out there, the tackles or the pursuit got to him for a 2-yard gain. Alex Helms, the backup middle linebacker, stopped him. So it's fourth down, about 4 yards to go for Illinois State. Eastern's got the punt return team out, and now I think they're going to change off, and Little, who had been back to return, is going to come off, and the defense is going to stay out. Pete Houlihan, who's a defensive back with punt return experience, is going to go back, but Eastern is guarding against the fake here. They've got the defense on the field in this 4th and 4 for Illinois State. Back to punt it is Laros for the Redbird. He will kick it. Almost blocked. He got it away. Houlihan signals fair catch and makes the catch at the 11-yard line. For having the defense out there, Panthers got a pretty good rush on the kicker.
Yeah, it was almost blocked, and we've been singing the praises of the offense all night long, and rightly so, but the Panther defense has played extremely well here in the first half as well. They gave up a touchdown on the first drive for Illinois State, but after that it's been pretty much oftentimes 3 and out for the Redbirds.
There have been 5 3 and outs on the last, in fact 6 3 and outs on the last 8 drives by the Redbirds, and then 2 turnovers mixed in there and a field goal. 1st and 10. Eastern starts at their 10. 2:47 on the clock. Panthers have all 3 timeouts.
And a flag's down.
Before the players even get set at the line.
It was dropped by the field judge.
Illegal substitution against Illinois State.
12 men on the field for the Redbirds.
12 men on the field against the Redbirds. So it'll be 1st down and 5 from the 15-yard line for Eastern.
When you give up 41 in the first half, you're not allowed to play with 12. It probably would help.
Toss back to Duncan on 1st down around the right end. Gets out near the 20, close to a 1st down. I think he got near the 21 or 22. That toss wasn't working very well to the left on the last series, so they tried it to the right and had a little better success there. Duncan got it out to the 21, and it's an Eastern Illinois 1st down. 2:41 to go in the half. They stop the clock to move the chains. Gober to the left, Laura to the right. 1st down and 10. Here's Garoppolo in the shotgun. Eastern Illinois leads at 41-10 just before halftime. Fireworks show coming up at halftime, as if the first half wasn't enough fireworks for Eastern fans. Garoppolo back to pass, looking deep, throwing it left sideline, caught by Gober, brought down to the 31, close to another 1st down. Stop made by Dominic Clark, the Ohio State transfer.
I believe they're going to mark him just about a yard short.
Mark it at the 30, 2nd down, yard to go. Eastern up without the huddle, of course, and they handed up the middle. Duncan got through for the 1st down across the 35 to the 37. Duncan straight through the middle for a gain of 7. 2:01 to go in the half. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. Stop made by Sam Campbell, backup defensive tackle of Indiana State, or Illinois State. 1st and 10 at the 36. Garoppolo back to pass, looking, throwing the bomb, going down the sideline for Gober, overshot him. Tight coverage, one-on-one by Dominic Clark, and he and Gober were sort of bumping each other back and forth, and Garoppolo overthrew the pass.
Yeah, they were hand fighting a little bit, and that had to slow Gober down somewhat, but the ball was just clearly overthrown.
Garoppolo well over 300 yards already passing, 13th 300-yard game of his career. Sean Payton is the Eastern all-time leader with 22 300-yard passing games in his career. 2nd and 10 for Eastern, ball at the Panther 36. Minute 52 to go, 1st half. Garoppolo moves up under the center here. And fakes a handoff, drops back. He's going to throw it deep up the right sideline for Laura. And he's got a sliding catch at the 25. Great adjustment on a pass that was a little bit underthrown by Eric Laura, who's got 6 catches tonight.
And Colton Underwood leveled Jimmy Garoppolo just as he released that ball. Garoppolo got back up there. You see the big hit by Underwood and a nice reaction to the ball in the air by Laura as he basically split 2 defenders coming back to get it.
Matt Goldsmith brought him down at the end of a 39-yard pass play. Eastern 1st and 10 at the 24. Handoff Duncan, cuts back inside the 20 to the 18. Got a couple. Minute 29 for the half. David Perkins on the tackle of Duncan. 2nd down, about 5 to go for Eastern at the 18 of Illinois State. Out of the pistol now. Garoppolo, handoff, Duncan, big hole left side, 10, down to the 9-yard line. He's got a 1st down. 1st down Eastern, around the 10. Mike Banks on the tackle. Spot the ball right on the 10. I think Eastern can actually get a 1st down just short of the goal line. Yeah, in fact, they can get one at the 1. 1st and 10 from the 11. Handoff Duncan up the middle, hit from behind. Banks got in the backfield from the secondary. Got Duncan around the legs and brought him down before he could get going. No gain on the play.
Panthers request timeout.
That's their 1st of the half, and it stops the clock with a minute 2. Let's hold it here. Eastern Illinois leading Illinois State 41-10. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with EIU's Director of Athletics, Barbara Burke. Our TV viewers are going to see some of the fireworks show at halftime. We'll have scores of other games. And Jack will have a recap on the statistics and all of these big numbers put up by Eastern's offense in the 1st half, including Eric Laura breaking the OVC record for career receptions. Laura's at 236 now in his career. The old record was by Harold Roberts, who played at Austin Peay in the late 60s and caught 232. Laura only needs 2 more catches to break into the FCS National Top 25 for career catches. Well, Garoppolo came in tonight into the game 1st in the nation in passing yards, 3rd in total offense, and he's up over 400 yards of each in the 1st half tonight.
That's just amazing. And
there's scouts here tonight from the Cardinals, or at least had spots, 49ers, Raiders, Cardinals, and Chargers. So Jimmy is putting on a show at a good time, maybe.
Hasn't hurt himself at all here in the 1st half, has he?
Maybe making himself some money here tonight. 1st down, 10 to go. Or I might make this 2nd down and 10. The ball is at the 11 of Illinois State. 3 wide receivers, bunts to the left, Gobers on the right. Here's Garoppolo, shotgun snap, but they blow the play dead, and there's a penalty flag as the ball was snapped. This will be a false start against Eastern or a timeout. What do we got? Timeout, Illinois State. They've got 1 to go. Brock Spack, the ISU coach, the former Eastern assistant, has got to be just a little stunned by what's happened here.
I would think not only is he stunned, their sideline is stunned, the red-clad spectators on the far side of the field are stunned. I was just thinking, Mike, this is Illinois State came in ranked number 19. Now, maybe that's ranked too high. But have you ever seen Eastern play a better half of football than they have tonight?
Not against a quality opponent like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I mean, they have just been so good in virtually every facet of the game.
You know, the Eagles, they got such a fuss in the NFL Monday night,
right?
And they did what Eastern does.
Yeah.
And they just set the NFL world on its ear. Oh, they're revolutionizing the game. It's never going to be the same. And
well,
it works.
It's kind of funny because this game, what the Eagles are doing, came from college, and that's what we're seeing here more and more.
2nd down and 10. EIU ball at the 11 of Illinois State. Here's Garoppolo out of the shotgun. Again, a blitzer sneaking up near the line, and Garoppolo caught it. Looks over to the side. Now the Redbirds look like they may be switching out of that blitz. A little game of cat and mouse going on here. Eastern got 2 timeouts, so they don't have to snap it. They could certainly take a timeout.
Pat Meehan calls the defensive signals for Illinois State, and he's really got his hands full tonight trying to deal with the different things the Panthers throw at them.
Well, the officials stopped the play clock there. I'm not sure why. They reset it. All right, they marked the ball ready for play, so the play clock rolls with a minute 2 to go in the half. The ball is at the Illinois State 11. 2nd down, 10 to go. EIU looking over to the sideline. Illinois State 4 down linemen. Here's Garoppolo, fake handoff, go back, hit, fumbles, and picked up by the Redbirds. They recover. Garoppolo got hit from behind by Underwood, I think, And Illinois State with the recovery. Garoppolo took a hard hit there from the weak side. He is up and jogging off the field, but Eastern turns it over with 54 seconds to go in the half.
Well, that's unfortunate. That was the second very hard hit that Garoppolo took on that series.
And it was Underwood, the All-American defensive end from the weak side, that came through, hit Garoppolo while he had his arm cocked, and then Braden Prate recovered the ball for Illinois State. Thank you, Gail.
Last year against the Panthers, Underwood had 13 tackles. That's just unheard of for a defensive end. Included in there were 3 sacks and 3.5 tackles for losses. So playing well against the Panthers is not new for him.
One timeout, 54 seconds for ISU. They hand off up the middle. This is a nice runner on the left side by Hunt across the 25. Pushed out of bounds by Jordan Wycliffe around the 28, close to a first down. Stops the clock with 47 seconds to go. Cameron Hunt runs out of bounds on the far side. DJ Bland was over there helping on the call as well. There's a penalty flag down as well on this play. So let's hold our horses here. This game has had great tempo at times and no tempo at all at other times.
It's kind of gotten uneven, if only because of all the penalties. There's been a lot of flags thrown here in the first half.
This penalty's going to back it up. Again, it's an illegal substitution penalty against Illinois State. So wipe out that run. Be a 5-yard penalty on the Redbirds. And it'll put them back at the 12-yard line. That turnover by Eastern, their first one tonight, just their second of the season. If nothing else, that's going to give Dino Babers a point to make at halftime, and that is, hey, our quarterback just got hit hard twice. You guys had better do a better job of protecting him.
Yeah, that's about the only negative thing he can say about the offense's performance here in the first half.
Okay, 5-yard penalty against Illinois State has moved him back to the 12-yard line. And again, the officials are still trying to figure things out. Meanwhile, Eastern has run 52 offensive plays in the first half, on target for over 100. The Panthers lead the nation in offensive plays, averaging over 80 a game. And they are third from the bottom in the nation in time of possession. And that's exactly where they were last year, I think. Second in total plays, second from the bottom in time of possession.
Well, when you score in a hurry, you don't have the ball very long, and that's what the Panthers have done tonight.
Okay, the officials, after having a conference, Ken Switzer has come over to the near side, and it looks like he's looking for a headset to be able to talk to the press box here maybe, and they may need to make an adjustment on the clock or something. I'm not sure. He does. His mic has not been working, so he can't announce what he wants the clock set at, but he's going to get Dino Babers maybe to tell the timer.
The clock is being reset to where it was before the previous play.
They're going to put the clock back to 54.3. They're basically going to, I think, put the time on that ran off on the last play. ISU, it looked like, was just going to be content to run the clock out here in a couple of plays. They're deep in their own territory, even deeper now after the penalty. They're back at the 12-yard line, first down 15. Here's Barnett out of the shotgun. He looks to pass, some pressure. He's going to throw it deep up the left side. Intercepted, and yeah, it is intercepted. DJ Bland on the deflection at the 45 of ISU. Bland is going to be taken down to the 42. Jordan Wycliffe looked like he was going to make the interception. He did not. He bobbled it, and Bland came away with it, and the ISU quarterback, Barnett, is flat on his back at the line of scrimmage and shaken up, and the EIU trainer is out there first, and now the Illinois State trainers are out. Pretty sure that's the quarterback, Barnett, on the goal line, flat on his back right now, injured on the play, as Bland made the interception, the second tonight by Eastern, in fact, third tonight by Eastern.
Well, that was a good gamble by Illinois State. They really had nothing to lose at that point. Maybe they could hit a quick one and then get the ball to start play in the third quarter, but it turned into an interception. And even more important, you've got the quarterback laid out at the goal line, Barnett, shaken up, and they're tending to him right now.
Dino Fonte, we believe, hit Barnett just as he let the ball go, and Barnett is flat on his back, and now he is moving his legs, which is good. There was no movement at all at first. The EIU trainers were the first ones to see him, and even though he was on closer to the ISU sideline, the Eastern trainers were running across there first, and then the ISU trainers came in when they saw it as well. On the pass play, it was overthrown. Jordan Wycliffe had the first crack at the interception. He sort of bobbled it, and kind of like the McCall interception, it got battered around a little bit, and then Bland, who's played just terrific, the junior from Chicago, makes his second interception this year, third of the season for DJ, or third of his career for DJ Bland, the junior out of Chicago de La Salle. Well, that's good news. Barnett is sitting up.
Halfway.
The backup quarterback, nobody else for Illinois State has ever taken a snap at quarterback. The backup is Adam Pitzer, a sophomore, who is from Richmond Burton High School in Illinois, transfer from the University of Wyoming. He spent a year there, in fact 2 years, well 1 year at Wyoming, and then he sat out last year at ISU behind Matt Brown. And I would say right now there's a good chance Pitzer is going to be quarterback in the rest of this game. They've put Barnett back on his back here. And so he is really shaken up after that hit on the intercepted pass.
Usually when you see the trainer from the other sideline coming in, that's an indication that they saw something that looks pretty serious.
There's a great concern. There was great concern at first for sure. Now the ISU training staff is all around Barnett. So the game is held up here with 41 seconds to go in the first half. It's Eastern Illinois 41, Illinois State 10. Next chance to watch EIU on WEIU TV is quite a ways away. Our next televised game will be the homecoming game on Saturday, October the 19th. Southeast Missouri State will be here. It'll be at 1:30 in the afternoon, Saturday, October 19th. Panthers have a home game against Eastern Kentucky 2 weeks from today at 1:30. That's the family weekend game. No local television on that game. I believe that's an ESPN3 telecast or webcast or whatever we call it. Let's update this OVC scoreboard. Actually, I'm going to reload my computer because the scores don't seem to be updating like they should be. And now the good news here while that's happening is Barnett has got to his feet, and he is walking. He's got a lot of help here, a lot of assistance, but he is walking toward the ISU sideline. So that's good. I guess that means there's at least not a problem with his neck. Update the scoreboard. End of the third period. Coastal Carolina leads Eastern Kentucky 44-24. Hampton ahead of Tennessee Tech 20-17 at the end of the third. In the fourth quarter, Chattanooga leads Austin Peay 42-10. Third period, Missouri State leads Murray State 14-6. And in the third, Tennessee Martin ahead of Central Arkansas 14-7. Jacksonville State's got a 10-0 lead in the first quarter on North Alabama. And Tennessee State leads Jackson State at halftime 9-7. All right, first down, 10 to go, Eastern. Panthers have a couple timeouts at the ISU 41. 41 seconds on the clock. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Takes the snap, sets up, steps up, dumps it off, incomplete, and again he got hit by Underwood and knocked down after the pass was released. That was pretty good protection though. Garoppolo held it a long time and then got rid of it as Underwood closed in.
And it was probably the poorest ball he's thrown this evening as he bounced that in front of Duncan.
Second down, 10 to go. Fake handoff. Garoppolo sets up, gunning it to the left sideline. Catch out of bounds. Drake's got it at the 31. First down, stops the clock. Dominic Clark on the coverage. 10 catches for Adam Drake tonight.
And he's up around 160 yards.
First and 10 Eastern at the 31 of ISU with 32 seconds to go in the first half. Gober, Laura, Lepak all go to the right. Lepak hasn't gotten in on the fun yet. Drake to the left. Duncan's in the backfield. Garoppolo looking over the defense with the clock stopped. Shotgun snap. Four-man rush. Garoppolo pressure up the middle. He's going to run. Coming to the near side at the 30. Runs out of bounds. Stops the clock with 26 seconds to go at the ISU 29.
Wise move by Jimmy as we talked about on the previous series. He got a couple of big hits. That time he avoided the problem by just getting out of bounds and stopping the clock in the process.
Eastern's got over 500 yards of offense in the first half. Second down and 8 at the ISU 29. Garoppolo looking over the defense again in the shotgun. Panthers with 26 seconds on the clock have 2 timeouts. Here's the snap, fake handoff. Garoppolo throws over the middle, caught by Laura at the 20, spins outside, coming to the sideline 15, pulled down at the 13. He's out of bounds at the first down. Nice run after the catch by Laura. Ezra Thompson on the tackle.
It was, as Laura just spun away from the defender towards the sideline, and that not only enabled him to pick up some additional yards, but it allowed him to get out of bounds, which of course stops the clock.
First down and 10 at the Illinois State 14 with 20 seconds to go in the half. Panthers trying to get more points before halftime. Here's Garoppolo. Shotgun snap. He's back, looking, lofting, end zone. Laura, did he get it? No, incomplete at the back of the end zone. He was bobbling it a little bit and lost it on the out the back of the end zone.
I'm really surprised not to see a flag on that play, as I thought somebody from Illinois State jumped off sides.
14 seconds to go in the half. It'll be second down and 10. Perfectly thrown again. Laura lost it as he hit the ground at the back of the end zone. Out of the pistol, Garoppolo, fake handoff, blow the play dead though. And what do we got, a penalty or a timeout? Timeout Illinois State. Well, the Redbirds are out of timeouts. There's 14.7 seconds to go in the first half. It's Eastern Illinois 41, Illinois State 10. Redbirds have had some bad luck here early in the year. Their best wide receiver returning from last year, Lasheen Neblett, was all set to go and had hurt his knee right before the first game, a couple of days before. He's out for the year with a knee injury. And then their leading rusher, probably their main guy, who they thought was going to be their main guy, Jonathan Miller, a transfer from Oklahoma. He hurt his shoulder in the Ball State game, and it looks like he's out for the year. So they've lost. They didn't have a lot of skill guys back, Jack, and the two they thought they could count on are out. And so they're kind of having to figure out who are their go-to guys running it and catching it.
And what makes matters worse is they lost their quarterback here in the first half. And we don't want to speculate, but I'd be very surprised if he played in the third and fourth quarters.
They've got Abilene Christian next week. They'll be a big favorite in that game. And then they get into that meat grinder that's called the Missouri Valley Conference. All right, 14 seconds to go. Second down and 10 for Eastern. The ball at the Illinois State 14. Drake to the left, two wideouts right. Back to pass, Garoppolo. Middle screen caught by Laura. Pulled down from behind at the 10. Eastern will take a timeout and stop the clock with 9.8. There's a penalty flag, though, on the play. A lot of times it could be an illegal man downfield on a play like that. A jailbreak screen to Laura coming over the middle. It's easy for those linemen to release too soon. Laura gained about 4 on the play. And the clock stops with 9.8 seconds to go. Here comes the call from Ken Switzer, our referee. Boy, it takes a long time to get these things called. Offensive pass interference against Eastern. So that'll wipe out the Cats and back Eastern up now quite a bit with 9.8 seconds to go.
I didn't really see Laura pushing off on anybody. It may have been another receiver down there blocking while the ball was in the air.
Could easily have been a blocker. Put the ball back at the ISU 29 on the 15-yard penalty. 9.8 seconds, and now I think Eastern has taken a timeout. This is like a basketball game, Jack, the amount of time it's taken to play these last 30 seconds.
Yeah, this has been a rather lengthy first half. I have it at an hour and 50 minutes right now.
Garoppolo with 21 completions tonight. He has just passed Sean Payton, and he is now the EIU career record holder for most pass completions in his career. He's got 758 completions, breaking the old record of Payton at 756. It only seems like they've all been tonight.
Well, congratulations to him. He certainly has had a marvelous career here at EIU, and the best thing about that is there's still a lot of games left in it.
I was thinking before the game that Eastern is where Illinois State was a year ago when they had Matt Brown at quarterback. He'd been their starter for 4 years, and now he's gone for ISU, and they're having to rebuild it. That's the nature of college football. Eastern will be in that spot next year, but enjoy it while you can. That's the words of wisdom.
Well, I saw Matt Brown play in high school, and I'm a fan of his. He did an outstanding job at Illinois State, but he's no Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, one timeout left for Eastern. 9.8 seconds on the clock. First down, 25 to go at the ISU 29. Here's Garoppolo back to pass, 4-man rush, pressure. He rolls out to his right, pump fakes, throws to the sideline, caught by Lepak, and he gets out of bounds with 2.5 seconds to go near the 20-yard line. First catch for Lepak.
Panthers now will have an opportunity to tack on some more points with a field goal attempt.
Matt Goldsmith pushed Lepak out at the 21 with 2.6 seconds, and so Cam Barra, who is 2 for 5 on field goals this year, will get to attempt one here. Be a 38-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Barra, number 2 in career field goals made at Eastern, has made 76% in his career. 38-yard attempt for Barra. Right hash mark. There's the snap, placed down, kick is up, line drive to the uprights, and the kick is good. And that is the end of the first half.
He banged it off the left upright, and it bounced through.
At halftime, our score is Eastern Illinois 44, Illinois State 10. Stay tuned. We're going to take a break for 2 minutes, then come back and start our halftime show with an interview with the Director of Athletics at EIU, Barbara Burke. So stay tuned for that. EIU ahead of the Redbirds, 44-10 at halftime on the Panther Football Network.
Eastern Illinois Panther Sports on WEIU are brought to you in part by
Sarah Bush Lincoln Health System, providing care for all and creating healthy communities, offering general and specialty medicine and a complement of diagnostic and rehabilitative services. Sarah Bush Lincoln, trusted, compassionate care.
Buffalo Wild Wings Mattoon, offering a variety of atmospheres, daily specials, over 15 sauces, and a large selection of beer. Whether it's a business lunch, an outdoor scene, night of sports, or just a wild night, Buffalo Wild Wings has it. 124 Detro Drive, Mattoon. Drake Homes, building homes right here in East Central Illinois. Design Build, where design start. Indoor-outdoor connection. Phone 1-800-356-2572. For Drake Homes of Charleston, good luck Panthers from Drake Homes.
additional funding provided by viewers like you. Thank you.
Local radio, local news, local information.
Local sports.
Up-to-date weather twice an hour. The EIU Morning Mix with Rob Calhoun and friends.
We play your requests. The safe station for your kids and the workplace.
Live EIU Panther Sports.
On your 13 TV in the morning.
On WEIU TV Digital 51.6 all the time.
Streaming at WEIU.net.
Everything a radio station can be, we are.
This is Civics 88.9 WEIU.
Welcome back to O'Brien Field at halftime. We're going to visit with the Director of Athletics at Eastern Illinois University, Barbara Burke. And Barbara, off to the start of a new school year and things going good with the start of football. I guess it's a good thing when football's off to a good start. That sort of helps everybody.
You know, it is. It gets the energy up of everyone on campus, and people want to come out. They want to be around the program. And, you know, it's interesting, all the calls and things we get for people, you know,